Hey, what's good? It's Cadillaktrackz. This is quick tip number 56. Today's quick tip is just about an application I use called Loopbe. Just got it maybe about a month or two ago. I never knew about it, and I heard about it. And you might know, or you might have heard about MASCHINE. Doesn't put out MIDI notes, or it has problems putting out MIDI notes. And you might have a VST plugin that actually spits out MIDI notes. So that means like it might make a pattern or something inside the plugin, and it's spitting out notes. And you want those notes. You want to get the MIDI notes from the VST plugin. So that's what Loopbe does. It basically gives you an extra MIDI channel on your computer. You can capture MIDI notes from different plugins, whether it be a VST or something like MASCHINE or anything. So I'm just gonna give you a quick example real quick. This is Cadillaktrackz. This is just a plugin that it plays different chords. It's pretty neat, actually. I really like it. I'll probably make a quick tip video about it. It's different. It's good. But with Cadillaktrackz, what it does is I can push a button and it'll play a chord. It plays these weird, exotic chords. And I'm just gonna show you real quick. These are chord banks that you can locate or get somehow. But this is the chord right here. You see, if I push this button, this is F minor chord right here. Now, what I can do on Cadillaktrackz is every time I push one button, it'll play a different chord. So I'm actually gonna lay down a pattern right here, which is just gonna be like this. It's gonna be 2 notes, and you're gonna see Cadillaktrackz spitting out chords right here. See, look at that. Turn this off for y'all. So you can see it's spitting out A minor, B, A minor, B, and it's hitting all these notes here. And it even has this thing right here. You can hear them. Now, if I wanted to get the notes from this MIDI program, Fruity Loops MIDI channel is already taken up. So you have to give your computer an extra MIDI channel to capture these extra MIDI notes. And that's what programs like Loopbe do. Loopbe, you just download it and you pay for it, or you acquire it and you get it and you download it, and you can see it running right here. It just sits there, and it's got this function right here. I want to click on it. This is the website. When I click on it, it has a mute function, so it's always muted. It's a internal MIDI port, so it's an extra MIDI port on my computer. So with Cadillaktrackz, anytime you have a VST plugin, you click right here, and you can it has MIDI settings, input, output port. So I just put the MIDI port to 2. And the way Cadillaktrackz works is Fruity Loops can send MIDI in and out the program, but it can't take the MIDI notes from Cadillaktrackz and drop them on another channel in Fruity Loops like I would want it to do. Like when it's playing this chord, when it's playing that chord, I don't just want these 2 notes. I want to see all the notes, So it's spitting these notes out, but Fruity Loops has no way to pick them up, and that's where the internal MIDI thing comes in. So all I do is once you install it, it's kind of hard to set up, but I'm gonna try to explain in the video just a little bit, man. Once you have it set up, you have to go ahead to Loopbe, and look how I have it set up. I have it on the input, I have it on the channel, which just happens to be 2, and on the output I have it on the channel, which just happens to be 2. So I have it linked up on the input and the output, and it's muted right now. And what it'll do is when I click right here, I can unmute it. Once it's unmuted, I can click on a different channel, and I can push record, and it's actually going to record the notes using Loopbe onto this channel. I'll give it a try real quick. And there it goes right there. So this was all Loopbe that just did that. I'm gonna go ahead and mute this. Fruity Loops doesn't have a function to where it could have pulled these notes out. Different VSTs have different functions, and if you want to get the notes or the MIDI outputs from these VSTs, you have to have some type of external program like Loopbe. So if I go right here, I can see now that Loopbe laid out the chords for me. Look at that. So now I can adjust the chords, and do whatever I want to do to them. And it was necessary to get that program to be able to actually record the the MIDI notes coming out of the VST plugin. Now I can link MIDI out to another channel, but I can't capture them like I just did. So that's what Loopbe does. That's Jahulu. This Cadillaktrackz. Make sure you subscribe. But yeah, it's an internal MIDI port. You might be having problems because you're like, I can't get these MIDI notes on this program. Look into Loopbe and read about it and see exactly what it does. It might be the answer to your problem. One.